Yes, Boston has entered the chat. That's a call the Patriots put out to Brandon Ayuk, and he did not respond. He's Travis Thomas. I'm George Bilecki. We're in the PNC Bank studio.
Too soon, man.
It's not.
Too soon.
It's not, because I saw it coming.
What a jerk.
No.
You did see it coming, though, but what a jerk.
No.
Are you about the money or not? They
Yeah.
gave you the most money.
Yes, he is, and he's getting the most money out of San Francisco. We're going to cover this, talk about the Brandon Ayuk drama. We'll take a look ahead to the Patriots preseason game, of course, as well. They open up the preseason against the Panthers, what we'll be watching for. Then we'll get into some talk of Tom Brady willing to unretire for the perfect situation.
Oh, what does that mean? What is a perfect situation for any of us anyways? I mean, come on, Tom.
You know what the perfect situation is for me? Chasing summer.
Oh, boy.
And then we'll get into the most overrated athletes of all time, which Brandon Ayuk is working his way towards if he gets the bag.
Facts.
So, when the world woke up
Yes.
Tuesday morning,
Yes.
or when they were going to bed Monday night,
Right.
depending on how late you went to bed, the reports came out that stuff intensified between the Patriots and Brandon Ayuk. All of a sudden, what was rumored and what was pursued before the draft has been gaining steam. It was the Patriots, it was the Browns, and eventually the Steelers and Brandon Ayuk.
Right.
And it got quiet. Mm-hmm. And then as people went to sleep overnight, this is what happened. Adam Schefter tweets, the Patriots had parameters of a trade down, but didn't like the vibes from Ayuk's team. I'm kind of summarizing
the vibes.
Here. I'm not going word for word. Eventually, the Patriots said, let's focus on the young receivers we have. Then Matt Mayoka of NBC Sports Bay Area, who's been covering the 49ers for a long time, said this. The Patriots had an agreement in place with the 49ers and a large offer to Ayuk on the table, but he did not show interest in going there. So when I read the Schefter thing, eventually said, let's focus on our young receivers. The Patriots had parameters, but they backed out. What are you doing? Oh, we like what we have?
No, they don't.
Look, you have good pieces, potentially, because all you have in your receiving room is potential.
Yeah.
Pop Douglas was one season. Mm-hmm. Polk and Baker are rookies. Mm-hmm. KJ Osborne is a wide receiver 3, and he's fine. Kendrick Bourne's coming off a torn ACL. Schefter got the report from the team, and I'm not going to knock anyone on their sources because obviously he's made a living, but it's very team-friendly and agent-friendly in his reporting.
Right.
To try and swing by that, the Patriots were like, we're good with our receivers. I like what we got. You know what? We're not going to show any more interest in Brandon Ayuk. But then Mayoka follows up with, he didn't have any interest in going there. The Patriots were used. And the Patriots look bad coming out of this. Because this went from a franchise that was the pinnacle of what everyone strived for in pro sports to achieve. Perfection and championships. And a franchise where players would take pay cuts to come here. Now you know what the Patriots are. Just another team. That's it. There's Jags, right? Just another guy. Just another team. Because there was other reports from Josina Anderson. They offered up to $28.5 million a year. That would give them the 5th highest AAV in the NFL.
The most money.
If that was over the course of 4 years, that would be 4th highest total value.
Right.
They would have to pay more than that. That's what the reality is for the Patriots. And now they've struck out on Calvin Ridley, who they offered around $22 million a year to, but he chose the Titans for $23 million a year. And they've struck out on Brandon Ayuk. The Patriots were used because if he was able to drive up the Niners' price by even $1 million a year, job done. The Pats were used in this.
There's a lot to unpack there. You may be right about the Patriots being used.
They were used.
But I disagree with no one wants to come here. I think that's nonsense. I think this guy is a loser. And it's funny because literally just on the last, I feel like a soap opera. On the last, Boston has entered the chat. On the last, Boston has entered the chat and Foxborough Rush. I defended him. And I said, look, he's being clear. He's being concise. He's about the money. He's not about winning. Good for the Patriots. Give him what he wants. Make him, top 5, you said, highest paid, wide out in the game. And make sure the Niners are happy with the compensation you give back. And go get the guy. And look, I look at this completely different than you do from the Patriots standpoint. The Patriots did what they were supposed to do. They understood the assignment. Tip of the cap to Elliott Wolf. The money was there. The pieces that the Niners wanted was there. Although we still hear Cleveland's was better, but still, everything was there for this deal to be in place. Now, if the player is using you, that's not your fault. That's not the Patriots' fault. sometimes you get used. You get manipulated. If someone's trying to get something from someone else and you're a pawn in their game, I don't necessarily blame you for that. Could you have maybe not been naive or seen some red flags or something? Sure. But hindsight's 20/20. That's what we all say, right? So the Patriots did what they were supposed to do. They tried to get the kid. It was about the money. Here you go. Here's a bag. If he's using them to get more from the Niners, that's not the Patriots' fault. I don't believe this notion that no player wants to come here and the mighty Patriots have fallen. Listen, the reality is this, and we talk about it on all these shows, George. They are in a rebuild. This happens all the time. Mm-hmm. It's the NFL. Teams go from worst to first overnight and vice versa. Mm-hmm. Right now, the Patriots are in a storm. It's okay. Guess what's on the other side of that? A damn rainbow. So I don't have the same, while I see what you're saying and I agree with you that Ayuk clearly used them, cool. I'm fine with that. But I'm going to stop before I say, well, this is just a new reality. No one wants to come here and blah, blah, blah. I don't believe that. Also, okay, Brandon Ayuk used this team to, I guess, negotiate with the 49ers. We'll see how it plays out. It clearly wasn't all about the money, though, right? So, okay, that's him. I label him an idiot now because all this time it was a smokescreen that he's all about the money. If you're right and he's using the Patriots to get more with the Niners, okay, fine. So now you're in the idiot bucket, Brandon Ayuk. Screw you. Guess what? You brought up Calvin Ridley, too. I mean, can we all agree he's a moron too? Great player, fine, moron. So these are two dudes now who have spurned the Patriots, and I'm supposed to what?
But why is
Feel
Ayuk
like
an idiot?
I don't believe in the Patriots anymore because these two dip you-know-whats didn't want to come here? Screw you.
But
don't come here then.
Why is Ayuk the idiot? He's going to get more money out of the best situation of football for him. He's going to get more money from the 49ers.
I don't believe
or
that
the Steelers.
Remember, well, right. See, that's the thing about
Steelers
this.
is a dumb landing spot.
Right.
He should stay in San Francisco.
San Fran, hold on. Let me answer you.
He played the game that
Let
plays
me answer
him.
you. You said, why is he an idiot for driving up the price to stay in San Fran? San Fran already made him an offer that was fair, and he turned it down.
A year, 27 a
so
year.
you're playing all these games to get another mill?
I agree
That's
with
lame. That's lame. You could have came here for 30. But if you're not about the money, fine.
Yeah.
But then Niners come to you, hey, here's 26. Let's just, for the sake of the conversation, say that this is what happened,
And
right?
I'm the Pats, and I go 27.
No. Keep them out. I'm talking
go.
Niners Ayuk now.
Cool,
right?
Cool.
26. Let's go with the rumor.
Yeah.
He says that's not enough. I want whatever. Okay, well, we're not giving you that. Okay, cool. Get me out of here, allegedly. Now he's using teams to drive up his price with the Niners. Think about this, George. Cares about winning, wants to stay in the Bay, wants more money. Play your contract out, get franchised. Now you're top 5 anyways, paid for a year,
Make like
ball
$24
out
million
again,
on the franchise.
and they say, you know what, we got to pay this guy. Like, there's other ways to handle this, like, the right way. So using all these, he's using the Steelers and the Patriots and all this, that's nonsense. I think the kid's a loser. And I'm actually, I now am at the point where I feel like the Patriots dodged the bullet with this guy. You're willing to pay him what he wants. You're giving the Niners compensation. He says, I'm not interested. Okay, then you're full of shack, bro. And I don't want you around here anyways with these young receivers. What are you going to, you're going to teach them how to play this game and not the game on the field? Not interested. Like, it's like I'm watching Shark Tank. For that, I'm out.
I love that Shaq pull because I think you're going to do it every time. No, but the Patriots, they should have been in this to the end. You have all the cap space. Go up to $30 million. Go up to 31. Go up to 32. Well, or this is what their world is now. You have to pay the premium to get guys. You can't go third, fourth, fifth highest anymore. You have to go number one. Is he worth beating Justin Jefferson's deal? No. But are you in such dire needs that you would need to pay him the second highest AAV and maybe guaranteed money in the league? Yeah, that's reality right now. I don't think he's dumb because he's playing the game that has played him to put him in this situation. Yes, he could have gone about it a better way. 1,000%.
The right way.
If he walks away from this, though, making $30.5 million a year and stays with the 49ers once Debo's off the books, then credit to him. He went about it. He played hardball and he won.
Right.
This is a bigger indictment on the Patriots in this entire offseason being a failure. They struck out on Calvin Ridley. When you came into this draft saying we need a number 1 wide receiver, we need a left tackle. They did not sign Jonah Williams, who was a left tackle. I don't care about the skill level. You want the 5 best out there? You know what helps get you the 5 best guys out there? Have an actual left tackle, and you have the cap space.
That's right.
I held out. If you get Brandon Ayuk, this whole offseason's a win. You get the number 1 wide receiver to help your quarterback. You're not going to get him because he used you, because this is not a destination. And I don't blame him. Latest NFL PA that came out, the survey, they ranked 29th out of 32 teams. Out of 11 categories, they were 20th or worse in 10 of them. Their best score was 15th best in the league. Congrats. You're mediocre or you suck. Journeyman quarterback or a rookie quarterback who won't really be good until year 3.
Yeah, you don't
know. He'll
know.
play year 2, but he'll really be good year 3. First year play caller, first time head coach, first time GM, and an owner where you don't know how long he's going to stick around. And I know I always say this, but I mean it. You're not in Boston. You're an hour south in Foxborough. This is all going against you. And, I'm sorry, you're the worst team in the division. Carolina Panthers, welcome in New England Patriots fans to your life. That's what it is right now. That's what it is. So this is a summary of the offseason for them. Does it suck they got used? Yeah. But don't say we're going to bow out. Keep going.
Keep going.
You have no buzz with this team. Yeah. You're not going to pay Matt Judon, trade him at the deadline. That's fine. With the cap space you're saving, go overpay for a wide receiver because you need it. You have the quarterback. He needs his receivers. Patrick Mahomes, they went out and got him receivers even though he's elite. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, and Devontae Smith.
Right.
We can keep going through it all for the best quarterbacks. Jordan Love, they got him all this young talent, and they're lucky the way they scout receivers. They're all hitting on that.
Yeah.
Jared Goff, you paid him. I'm on Ross St. Brown.
Right.
Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
You need an elite receiver. The Patriots struck out. This offseason is a failure for them.
Yeah.
If this offensive line isn't serviceable and can keep Jacoby Brissett healthy and Drake May upright when he starts, failure.
That's where I completely agree. They dropped the ball on the offensive line because even it almost softens this blow of the Ayuk news if your offensive line set. Because you say, hey, look at what we have nucleus-wise. We have a great young offensive line. We have a rookie quarterback that we know will be the man eventually. How long we'll see. All we need now is an elite wide receiver. Let's take our time. Let's see what we got in these kids, and then let's figure it out next offseason. But the fact that you illustrated so beautifully, you don't even have your line together. So now the Ayuk stuff hurts even worse. I agree with you there. I'm not willing to say it's not a destination because of all the reasons you said.
It's not a destination right now.
Yeah. I think money's the destination. My thing is this. All that cap space, I don't give a damn where you play. You could be in Boise.
So pay more. You have the cap space.
No, I agree, but I'm saying you could be in Boise. It doesn't matter. You got cap space. You got cash. Potatoes for dinner again? You're damn right. I'm going to Boise. That's my thing.
I mean, he's going to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's not much better than Boise.
I'm starting to think he's not going anywhere.
I think he should stay, and I think that'd be the smart move.
I'm starting to think he's not going anywhere.
And if he gets that AAV he wants out of this and the salary to drive it up, he played the game perfect, and credit to him. Did he do it sloppy? The TikToks, Jaden Daniels, FaceTime's nasty. Nasty
I don't like him anymore. He's done. He's done to me. He's off my buddy list.
He's really good.
I know.
He's really, really good. So, yeah. Patriots will play their preseason game tonight as well.
Yeah.
Let's talk really quick on what you're going to be watching. For me,
May, bro.
And I'm going with this, though. How do the quarterback snaps get divvied up? I think Jacoby should get a drive. He knows he can run this offense. Drake May should get the remainder of that half.
Okay.
First and second quarter. Joe Milton, third quarter. Bailey Zappi, whatever you want to give him in the fourth.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
All right, how about this now? Ready?
All right.
Let's see if we can go 2 for 2.
All right.
Well, you're going to hate this is my number 2.
God.
Offensive line groupings.
We were doing so good.
Who's your left tackle? Who's your right tackle? How do they perform? How's the execution up front, communication?
I'm fine with that.
Okay, cool. Number 3, Jalen Polk and Javon Baker. How do they look against the Carolina Panthers secondary?
Go with that.
And Pop Douglas. How are you moving around out there?
Go with that.
But don't push Pop because he's injured, so I don't want to see too much.
And he can play. Pop can play.
Secondary, just interested in general. Jabril, Duggar. And this defense overall with DeMarcus Covington, he wants to be more aggressive.
Yep.
I think the defense will be simple in the preseason.
Yes.
But what's the execution? And also Christian Barmore's void. Who's feeling that?
Right.
Finally.
Yeah.
Finally. Alex Van Pelt communicating plays to the quarterback
Fair.
and the execution and the fluidity in and out of the huddle and at the line of scrimmage. How does that look?
Okay. We
Did I
agree
leave
on
anything off?
Yes, we agree on all these.
What did I leave off?
The last one, let's go Alex Van Pelt which I'm with you, and add Gerard Mayo to the mix too. Yes. All groupings. You're the guy. You're the head coach, right? Like you said, Van Pelt with the offense, cool. But let's look at the entire operation. Is Gerard Mayo in control? Is he calm? Is he cool? Is he collected? I almost really, and I know it's fake football, it's preseason, but I would love to see a tight game in the fourth quarter and how Gerard Mayo handles it. How do you manage the clock? How do you manage your timeouts?
Yeah.
Your personnel, even though a lot of these guys will be bagging groceries at the Stop and Shop after this game. Fine, but let's see how you manage it
I like
all. So I would love to see a tight game going in the fourth just to watch Gerard Mayo.
Perfect.
I can't believe we agree on everything on your list. Literally every single checklist. That's the only thing I would add is Gerard Mayo along with Alex Van Pelt. Other than that, beautiful. I didn't think I was going to agree with you with the Drake May stuff, but you're giving my man a half.
Yeah,
Let's go, baby.
He needs to get these reps as much as possible. He needs live action out there.
Yes.
And
ready for week one.
That's not happening,
George
man.
said it, finally. Week one.
The growth we have in A agreeing, and I've noticed over the last two pods, especially when we get contentious over the Ayuk takes, there are times, you and I will cut each other off.
Of course.
We're cut from the same cloth.
Yes.
We'll get our word in.
Yes.
We hear you, but we'll speak. And last two shows I've noticed, you go, hold on, let me finish. And then even now you're like, no. It's healthy. We can communicate each other in health.
We have a healthy bromance here is what it is.
That's what it is.
That's what we have.
Two dogs, too. We don't get afraid to bark
That's
at
it.
each other. It's like, it's all good. No hurt feelings. Hey, check out the full episode of Foxborough Rush wherever you get your podcast, Spotify, Apple, Amazon Prime. There we go in depth on our preseason debut preview.
Yes.
Sean McGuire of Nesson.com joins the show as well. He gives us his list of who we'll be watching for in the preseason. And we talk more in depth on the Brandon Ayuk situation as well. That's Foxborough Rush. Wherever you get your podcasts to listen, wherever you watch, YouTube, Twitch, we're there as well. Look up Nesson. All right, let's get into what's trending. Cotton candy burritos.
Oh, my God.
We've been good the last two food items we've spoken about.
Yeah.
But it's because we're carnivores.
Yes.
I love cotton candy.
Yeah, you do.
Among the 50-plus new food offerings for the Cardinals games this season at State Farm Stadium. So it's cotton candy, and on the inside it looks like it's like Fruit Loops, Skittles, Starbursts. Dude, my teeth hurt looking at this. You shouldn't mix that. Ugh. I'm getting chills. Nope. No way.
No, I'm out on this. I mean, listen, I'm not really a sweets person, so
I would try a bite.
This was not made for me anyways. It's not my demo, but it just feels like diabetes waiting to happen to me. I want no parts of it.
Yeah, no.
I just want no part. It doesn't even look appealing to me.
I have a friend that he would be all over this. He'd get two of them.
Oh, really?
It's the classic. We were at Dead & Co show at Fenway. I remember we're all zoned in, locked in, enjoying it. I just looked to my left. He's sitting down, literally eating cotton candy. And he's my age, but it's like literally bringing your 12-year-old brother.
I'm not going to lie, though, bro.
Cotton candy's good.
Even though I'm not a cotton candy or a sweets guy. I know it's weird. I get it. I'm weird. I get it. You don't have to at me, bruh. But I feel like if you're under the influence, I feel like cotton candy's kind of a cool thing to eat, right?
No.
Because it kind of dissolves. I've had it before. I'm not into it, but it dissolves. It's sweet. I kind of get it. If you're at a concert, I get it. If you're at a game,
nah,
eating
beer,
that, right, with brewskis, nah.
That's not for us.
It's not our.
It's for someone that'll get that for their kid.
Yeah, my kids love sweets. I wouldn't get it.
The amount of red 40 in that and whatever.
Yeah, I'm not getting that.
No way.
I'm not.
Did I ask for a piece of that cotton candy for my boy? Yes, I did.
Yeah, I mean, I go to a game, I get my kids dipping dots and call it a day. Yeah, I'm not getting that. It's not happening.
So Bristol Motor Speedway in Tennessee.
Get the name right, buddy.
Hey, Bristol Motor Speedway in Tennessee will be hosting the MLB game in 2025.
You're damn right.
Between your Atlanta Braves and your Cincinnati Reds.
Oh, I tell you, I'm ready for a beer and a ball game now. You talking about all this damn cotton candy burrito. Let me tell you something about Americana.
So there was a Vatech Tennessee game at a racetrack in NASCAR. I'm interested what the dimensions are. I think at certain points the fans will be too far from the game, but I think this is sick.
Yeah, it's sick.
Well, NASCAR races have 100,000 plus people in attendance.
You ever been to one?
No, I want to.
Me too.
I've been to Formula One. I need to go to NASCAR.
Oh, you've been to Formula One?
Formula One, very classy. You can't drink. which
You
makes
can't drink?
But it's, you know what? It was the healthiest sports environment I've ever been in. You go to NASCAR, you know where it is, the stars and bars and all that mishmash.
The infield is literally.
Yeah, and you're just everyone getting shack housed.
Wait, at F1, they don't even sell booze?
Just they sell the alcohol-free Heineken. But what if I told you this? I walked up with a backpack full of 3 water bottles, big water bottles.
Filled with vodka.
No. 2 sandwich. I could have done that. 2 sandwiches made with like jamon from Spain. Snacks. All this. And they were like, yeah, you're good. Go ahead. They let you bring in food. They just don't serve alcohol. I don't know if it was at Circuit, but at the end, dude, it was the healthiest sports. No one was chirping each other. No one getting into fights. It wasn't testy.
That's dumb, bro.
But anyway, no, it's
dumb.
not. It's not.
I want a Rager. You know what I mean? I'm going to NASCAR. I'll go to this.
So
Hell with it.
you know where you get the Rager? You pay extra for like a VIP pass. God knows how much that is.
Oh my God.
And it's like DJs. It's very European. That's where you get shack house. Yeah, exactly. Until you see the ticket price for that. It's probably like 2-3 G's to get.
You got to
that.
get a hookup, bro. You got to know somebody
That's
that knows somebody.
And that's
that
what I'm
knows
working on
something
right now.
about it,
Lewis Hamilton, get to me, bro.
Yeah.
I would go to this.
Yeah, I would too.
I think college football at a NASCAR racetrack is cooler, but I like this MLB bringing this game.
I'd do either one. I'd go to a freaking race at Bristol Motor Speedway. I'd be fine with that. I want to be on the infield, turn all the way up.
It's on bucket list. We got to do like New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
Oh, yeah. Good call.
We should do it next year.
Love it.
Bring the chat remote from there.
See what I said about a healthy bromance? You see what just happened? We're going to broadcast live from New Hampshire Motor Speedway.
We're booking it.
Let's do it.
This is called remote producing. I'm down.
I mean, the bosses do watch and listen to Boston is entered the
So
chat.
let's just throw that in.
Let's just manifest this right now.
And anyone thinking of going to a Formula One race, I say this so hard. Do not waste your time or money on an American race. Don't go to Austin. It's nice, but it's overpriced. Don't go to Vegas. They're still figuring out the circuit. And do not go to Miami. It's one of the worst race courses in the world for Formula One, but you're going to pay so much to get in. Hungary is the best I've heard out there. It's also the cheapest. Monza in Italy, Silverstone in Britain. I loved the Spanish Grand Prix in Barcelona. I don't know how it's going to be in Madrid.
Yeah.
Or if like you went to me like, hey, I want to go. What's easy? Go right to Montreal.
No kidding.
45-minute flight from Boston. Sick track.
Also, we learned if you have water bottles, some of them should have water for safety and hydration, but the others should have vodka or tequila.
Yeah, I should have done something with like iced tea, but you know what? It was nice. I woke up, got an espresso, and just sat back, enjoyed the race. Then had wine on the water, staring at the Mediterranean later that day. See, it's how it works.
I like it.
All right, White Sox losing streak over.
Woo! White Sox suck, but not last night.
They beat the A's. They have Chicago, Yankees, Astros, Giants next. They're going to get their teeth kicked back
stink.
in. I love that this is what Fox Sports MLB put out of a raccoon getting out of a dumpster because that's all they are at this point. Get back in there, raccoon. That's what they're saying at the Bristol Motor Speedway.
That's good eating right there.
Hey, if you want to join the chat, call in 617-790-0928. Email us the chat at netson.com to join the convo. We have a good one coming up. It went into like advice on this one. You guys will want to check it out, but it's basically, and this will be on our next episode, college degrees, do they still hold the weight they used to? I say no, and I'm someone that has a degree and a proud graduate of Seton Hall University.
Great question.
Speaking of college degrees, Tom Brady has one from Michigan.
Yeah?
He never needed that.
Nah.
But he's speaking about coming back out of...
Come on, bro.
He's still throwing around just in case.
Why, Tom? What are we doing, Tom?
I think this is Tom Brady just wanting to be in the convo. I mean, he's going to be in the booth for Fox. And we know what happened to him with the whole FTX thing. So it's like he needs this money
Tom,
from Fox.
man, you got to chill, Tom.
Where do you see him going if he was
Not
to do
nowhere. Go to the booth. Go to the beach.
Do you remember, man, when we were together on Lunchline and we spoke this very thing of who should be the Raiders quarterback, and you said it should be Tom Brady. And I said, well, that's not going to happen. He'd have to give up his stakes.
That was before last season. No.
And I said he wouldn't want to play there either. No, but just see how far you've come.
I've come all the way now. Like, Tom, relax. Just chill. You're going to get these questions forever, Tom. You got to just start saying, you know what? This is what I would love to hear Tom say. He ain't said it once. I had a great run. I'm so thankful for my time in the NFL and all the rings that I won and all the memories and all the teammates and the guys. I love all the guys. I love you guys. But it's over. You know, you guys, as in the media, can stop asking me, Captain America himself, Mr. Tom Brady, if I'm coming back, because it ain't going to happen. But what he keeps keeps doing is playing this stupid game. Well, the perfect situation, it doesn't exist, bruh. You had it in Tampa. We saw you get old. It's okay. We all do it. Father Time's undefeated. Tom, go sit your butt down somewhere and just broadcast these games, man. Please.
I kind of don't hate that time has passed him by because in a way, everything in here, I was like, what are the 3 teams he would land with, who would want to play for? It would be a great situation for him to get another ring right away. 49ers, childhood team, stacked.
They have Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy's more athletic than Tom Brady. The playbook does change. It's a lot of bootleg. It's a lot of play action, right? Off the run. The Detroit Lions.
Wait,
but Tom Brady's better.
Wait, I'm
Tom
confused.
Brady's better than both of them.
Oh, my God.
You think Tom's going to come out of retirement to go rescue the Carolina Panthers or the New England Patriots? He's not doing that. He's going to come out, win a Super Bowl.
They have
Lions.
quarterbacks.
He could replace Jared Goff with the Lions. Geez. They have a great offensive line. They have the receivers and the defense set. Or Philadelphia Eagles. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. Yeah, I'll go there. It's not going to happen. So I'm not going to be realistic about this. Where do you think Tom Brady's going to go?
All right, look.
Where would he go?
He should go to the booth. But the player game, I picked 3 places that don't have quarterbacks, that are decent teams at best. I think the Raiders. It's Vegas, baby.
No.
They have an elite wide receiver. They have a defense.
That's going to end up in New York.
Tough head coach.
He's not going to want to go there.
Seahawks. Young, talented roster.
Offensive line,
true home field advantage.
About to lose DK.
Great weapons on the outside. And then number 1, I said the Giants.
No.
New York City. And I also think because Tom is old and won't be able to play anymore, in a sick way, I think it's the best revenge ever. You go to the Giants for a money grab, so you get a bag of money. Everyone's excited. Tom and NYC. Oh, my God. The bright lights. New York, Sinatra. Shut up. And then he's going to stink for you. It's the best revenge ever. You got him twice in the Super Bowl? Great. He's going to get you now because he's going to give you hope. You're going to pay him a shack load of money, and then he's going to suck. Perfect.
I would have to see this Giants offensive line before he signs up to play there.
I
also think he can't do it. I don't think he can do it. You know what? Actually, let me meet you somewhere. Dallas.
How are you meeting me there? I'm not meeting you there.
He's not coming back
Dak.
this season. It's too last. Let Dak walk. Trade Dak. Cut Dak.
So now we're going to wait another year for Tom to come back. So he's 106.
Dude, he's not coming back. He's not coming back, so it doesn't matter.
So why does he keep doing this? Clout?
Yes. To do this very thing that
you're above this.
This very thing we're doing right now.
Tom, you're not Aaron Rodgers, dog. Don't act like Aaron Rodgers. I'm telling you right now, I swear I will have a conniption fit right here on Boston Has Entered the Chat if Tom go on a damn darkness retreat. This is too much. You don't need attention, bro. That ain't what you about. You're Tom, man. Relax. Just go chill. We watch Brett Favre do this. We see Aaron Rodgers do this. You don't need this attention, man. You're Tom. Chill.
They would get a nice save on cap space if they part with Dak. Let him walk in.
You're still putting them on the Cowboys.
His CD Lamb. Michael Parsons is on the defensive side of the ball.
I know. I got it. And then they get Bill Belichick as a head coach.
No, well, actually, that would happen.
Right.
But he wouldn't want that because he wants the actual offensive coordinator. He would just be the OC himself.
It's just gross. I'm over it. Tom, you got it.
Dude,
just go sit down, man. I love you.
I respect you.
But you're going to make it hard.
I respect you for going realistic on that.
Yeah. Not even, but
he's coming. All right, so if he was actually going to come back, the Giants owe Daniel Jones all this money. They can't just cut his ass.
Why not?
The Commanders could do it. They have Jaden Daniels on a rookie on a team control, cost control contract. Jaden Daniels. Oh, we have Jaden Daniels. We're going to say no to Tom Brady. That's what they're going to do?
Listen, I'll be honest with you, dog. I think Tom Brady should say no to football.
The Minnesota Vikings?
To playing football.
Minnesota Vikings?
They have a rookie quarterback.
They're going to say no to Tom Brady because of J.J. Effin McCarthy or Sam Darnold?
Tom should say no to playing football.
He should, but he's still throwing.
He should.
The Vikings, that would be a good landing spot for him.
Do you remember his last year in Tampa? Is it just me?
The Atlanta Falcons?
Does anyone remember Tom the last year at Tampa? I mean, I know Microsoft Surface does. I know they remember. I mean, I'm sure his teammates remember. I remember a lot of anger and throwing things and tantrums and the arm strength not being the same. And I mean, he looked dare I say, human. Like, it was like, oh, okay, this is what it looks like when Tom actually looks old. So now, what are we going to do? We're going to wait a couple years and then have him just come mosey on back into a locker room, huh? All the rookie quarterbacks putting in work and Dak Prescott and all these established players. Oh, you don't mean anything. That's Tom. And then what? He's going to go out and look what? Young again? Is that what we're doing? Is it Benjamin Button? I mean, it's over, man. Tom, you got to chill, man. You got my pressure high and my sugar low. I love you, Tom. You're the GOAT. Let it be. It's over, Jack.
The Tennessee Titans, but their offensive line sucks, but they got good receivers. Tennessee, no taxes. It's vodka.
Can anyone pour this out and pour something else in for me, please? Stat.
If I'm the Detroit Lions and Tom Brady goes, I will play for you guys, I will go, Jared, sit the F down. Watch someone that can actually be clutch win it.
Yeah, the guy that should have got you to the Super Bowl last year, if it's not for your moron head coach, has been to a Super Bowl. Go sit down. Yeah. We just paid you all the money in the world, but you suck. We got 156-year-old
Tom Brady. Yes. The guy that defied Father Time. You see the photo he posted on his birthday? He's a freaking four-pack, man. I've never had a four-pack in my life. I've worked for that constantly. Not really. I spend like 5 minutes on abs a week, and I've never had it.
So wait.
He has that.
The standard used to be a six-pack. Now it's four.
At his age. At his age. And he's not even training like that. He stays ready.
Okay.
So, yeah, if he came walking, now I'd have to meet him halfway. Hey, Tom, you want to... All right, you still throwing? Vet minimum.
Oh, okay. So not only do you want to jettison actual, real, like, active quarterbacks right now, but
I'm giving Tom Brady the vet minimum.
You're moving heaven and earth for the GOAT to come into your locker room,
and
but you want to pay a minimum wage.
$1.2 million, yeah. You made enough, Tom. You want one more ring, man?
Well, I tell you,
the Boss
Hands entered the chat. I love you all, but y'all are driving me to drinking. You're driving me to drinking.
$1.2 million vet minimum, and then at the end of the contract, it goes, when you officially retire, if you go into the Hall of Fame as a Detroit Lion, you get 15% of the team.
Oh, he's taking that deal.
Thank you.
He's taking that deal.
Thank you.
He would take that deal.
Thank you.
15%?
Yes.
Good. Great.
An NFL franchise?
Yeah, I couldn't even be mad. I'll be honest with you, Tom. After everything I just said, I would apologize. I would.
You give me enough time and enough made-up scenarios. Yeah. I will find a conclusion.
In that case, I would apologize to Tom and say, man, go get your bread, dog. But we know what it would look like. I'm just saying. We know what it would look like.
Man has a four-pack still. But you'd take Jared Goff over him.
Yes, I would.
Brock Purdy.
Sure would.
Jalen Hurts.
You want to keep going? Yes.
Nope. No way.
J.J. McCarthy, throw him in there.
That is asinine.
You want to go real asinine? Drake May.
No.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
If he...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
If you got the phone call like, hey, Rob, you know what? It's calling Rob. Oh, no. What do they call him? RKK. Hey, RKK, what's up?
Well, you know what he's saying. Put me as the owner and then make the phone call.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hey, Trav, what's up?
Hold on. You got to ring first.
I'm using a pen.
Hello?
Hey, Trav, what's up?
Yo, what's up, man? I'm on the yacht heading to Nantucket. What you need, dog?
Oh, nice. I was actually, I'm actually buying a place up there.
Oh, okay.
So hear me out here. I'm actually going to commute via helicopter.
Okay, cool.
From there to Foxborough daily to be your quarterback.
You said daily to do what now, Tom?
Yeah, to be your
You're
quarterback.
You're breaking up, baby. I can't hear you because all the money.
To be their quarterback.
For
to be
who?
the Patriots.
You talking about calling the game?
Yep.
Yeah, Drake
No.
man.
Bench Drake, cut Jacoby. I'm your quarterback.
Hey, Tom, man, it's too early to be drinking. Hey, get at me when you in town, though. All right, see ya.
Dude, Drake May is nothing but a prospect.
That's how I'd handle it.
He is nothing but a prospect.
You see how you're respectable to your friend?
You know what Tom Brady is, even away from football? He's a sure thing as a starting quarterback. And you would say no to him because you have Drake May and Jacoby F. Brissett.
Well, I didn't say Jacoby. I mean, Tom, if you want to come hold a clipboard and help us develop
that's not how this works.
This youngster.
Pick the phone back up. That's not how it's going to work.
I mean, if Tom said, I'm willing to come work with Drake.
Sounds good. I'm going to the Jets. See you guys. See you guys in the AFC Champion. Oh, wait, you'll be at home in the playoffs later. That's what he would do.
The Jets.
Yep.
Oh, Rodgers would love that.
Get Rodgers out of there.
God. Can you imagine?
He's not going to do it. He says it to do what we said.
I'm just done with Tom, like, entertaining it. Like, yo, like, I mean, you gave us a great segment, and that's what part of this is, right? Is like, I think that's why he's clout chasing. He wants to stay relevant, but you're literally going to be in our living rooms calling games. You are relevant. You're the GOAT. So, like, just do that. What's wrong with that? I don't understand this. Well, for the perfect situation, like, the follow-up I would say is, what is that? Just in life. Forget football. Explain to me what the perfect situation is, sir. That would be my follow-up.
Lions. That's a perfect situation.
I've noticed something about you, though. Any available player, you're sending them to Detroit.
Yeah.
You want Judon there. You want Tom there.
The Judon thing is they need an opposite edge rusher.
Yeah.
They're in win-now mode.
But I'm saying you're very...
They're good.
I feel like
it's a good landing spot.
Eminem, if he watches Boston has entered the chat, he's got to be a fan of yours. You're very pro 8 Mile. I respect it.
Depends how pro Jared Goff is, of how much of a fan he is of me.
Oh, God. You're hating on the wrong dude on the team. He's the guy. Jared Goff is the Shaq, man, and you hate on him every time.
Not.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
Most underrated player in the game.
Oh, my God.
I know we talking something else, but most underrated player in the game.
I think he's perfectly rated. Game manager.
So he's not overrated. He's rated.
Just, yeah. For you to say underrated is people talk about him as a game manager, and he's better than that.
He's underrated. He is better.
Manager.
He's definitely better.
He's a game manager.
He's a step
manager,
above a game manager.
He's not athletic. He has an okay arm. And that's it.
So you have
decision maker.
Goff, Cousins, and Dak in the same bus, right?
Yeah, and if I went order of 1 through 3, I would go Dak, Cousins, Goff. Okay. Goff is worse than both of them.
Oh, you would go Dak. Dak's driving the bus. Cousins is in the front.
That's still an MVP in the regular season.
And Goff's in the back.
Yeah.
I disagree.
All right, so let's talk overrated then.
Okay.
Because Jose Canseco tweeted this: Derek Jeter is the most overrated shortstop in MLB history. I would like Jose Canseco to take his steroids and shove them up.
Right.
Anywhere. Yes, Derek Jeter, it's the rings. It's those big Yankees. He played for the Yankees when they were at their peak, and they were still the evil empire. Like, I get all that. Was Nomar at his peak better than Derek Jeter? Yes. Derek Jeter won the rings, came up with the clutch hits. So he's the most overrated shortstop in MLB history. I guess you could say so because everyone thinks he's the greatest ever, when really Nomar was better. But Jose, shut up. Who are your top 3 most overrated athletes in history?
Let's start with number 1, you, Jose Canseco. I'm not even going to entertain the Jeter nonsense. You're a gorilla juice head who couldn't do anything without roids. So, I mean, all you do is talk stuff about other players in every sport. I mean, he's talked about everybody from baseball to football, you name it. All he does is talk stuff about other people. You need to look in the mirror because you look a mess and you are nothing at all without juice. At least Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, and others who we know juiced were still good. Some of these guys Bonds had a Hall of Fame career before the damn roids.
Yeah.
What did you do? How about nothing? How's that sound? You're an idiot, and you've been an idiot for decades. I'm sick of Jose Canseco. I didn't even know he's still out there running his mouth.
Yeah, he's still doing like random. Let's go 1 for 1 here. So I'm gonna follow that up. I'm gonna go. I think he's the most overrated athlete of all time is Joe Namath. 62 and 63 and 4 record. He's tied 4 games in his career. Losing record. 50% career completion percentage. Led the league in interceptions 4 times. Finished with more interceptions than touchdowns in 11 of his 13 seasons. Was barely healthy throughout his career. Like, barely played a full season when he's with the Jets. He just said, like, one thing of calling they're going to win the Super Bowl. And he won it. And that's it. And he wore that fur coat. And he won a Super Bowl back when it was like farmers and plumbers out there anyway on the field. He is the most overrated athlete of all time. The fact that he's still like, when he says something like, oh, Joe Namath spoke, it's just because of some lore from 1928. That's all it is. Nothing more, nothing less. I can't stand Joe Namath.
For those of you of a certain age, I apologize. My friend gets a little pumped up. I'm going to go Deontay Wilder, number 2. All right hand. I mean, listen, let me first of all be respectful. It is a right hand from hell. Like, I don't want to like gloss over this. He has the hammer from Thor as a right hand, okay? So That's why he became what he became. That's how gifted that single punch is. However, no jab, no footwork, no boxing skills. You're a boxer. What happened with Deontay Wilder is they took him, he's a great athlete, and they taught him how to box. When he gets in the ring, he doesn't box. He uses his athletic ability and that right hand from God himself, and he destroys people. But as his career went on, and he fought guys who knew how to box, who knew how to make them work, knew how to move them around, distance, head movement, defense, boxing 101, fundamentals. He was exposed. I think he's the most overrated heavyweight champion I've ever seen in my life. And I knew it when he was beating people. First of all, he wasn't beating anyone.
Yeah.
Secondly, a real fight fan such as myself can watch a guy and know if they can fight or not. Sometimes some of your best fighters lose a lot of fights. It's combat.
Yeah.
It happens. This guy I knew was overrated from the beginning, and I was not shocked to see the downfall at the end.
I went combat sport here too. Conor McGregor.
Oh, no.
Yes.
No.
UFC 189, he was supposed to fight Jose Aldo, got injured. Chad Mendes stepped in last minute, beat him, fine. Mendes was gassed, and again, last minute pickup. UFC 194, knocked out Aldo in 13 seconds, right? Great hook, you finish the job, but who knows how that fight would actually went. UFC 196, Diaz submitted him. Beat Diaz, beat Alvarez, lost to Khabib handedly. Last two fights, lost to Poirier. He beat Mendes on short notice. That was a big one. He was just marketable. He was just a big mouth, and he was exciting. So, yeah, for the sport, was he important to grow it? But actually, as a UFC fighter, very overrated. He's not one of the greatest UFC fighters ever.
I couldn't disagree more.
He won two fights. Then when he gets in the ring with Diaz, chokes him out, no problem. When he gets in the ring with Habib dominated him.
Killed him.
And Habib's one of the best ever.
He hasn't been right since that fight.
His skill set is so far behind.
The only reason I disagree is because it's a very short list of guys who are double champions in two different weight classes, and he's one of them. And they were legit championships. You can say what you want about Chad Mendes. Chad Mendes was an absolute monster.
But a last-minute slot in fight, because Aldo went down not till end of June did Mendes know, and then Mendes stepped in last minute.
Right.
I think McGregor's overrated. Looking back, and I'm a big McGregor fan. I was at UFC 194.
Was that here?
No, it was in Vegas.
Okay.
Had that Irish flag on my back after in the streets with all the Irishmen celebrating. But I just look back on it now. It's just he wasn't that good.
I went Ryan Braun.
Ooh.
He was average at best defensively anyway. Another juice head like Canseco's fat idiot mouth. But this guy needed steroids to be good at offense. I mean, he was able to do what he did because we all know he was cheating, right? Before he was cheating, he wasn't anything. He was an average ball player. He's average offensively, and he was always average defensively. And also, he's friends with Aaron Rodgers. So,
that last part is the most important part.
That's enough for me to not like you.
My last one, Troy Aikman.
What?
165 career touchdowns. Norm Van Brocklin, Charlie Connerly, Otto Graham, and Bobby Lane all have thrown more career touchdowns than him. They played in the 1950s. He played in the 1990s with a Hall of Fame offensive line, a Hall of Fame wide receiver, and a Hall of Fame run game.
Why do you
and
hate
I get
the
it, the
old
recipe.
schools? You hate old school.
Well, that's dude.
He played in the 50s.
Yeah.
They were plumbers and
They
blacksmiths.
weren't throwing the ball, and he finished with less career touchdowns than them. Hall of Fame offensive line, Hall of Fame running back, and Michael Effin Irvin, a Hall of Fame wide receiver. And I get the recipe to success was run the ball. But if you're that good as a quarterback and you're that highly regarded, and I know he won 3 Super Bowls, he was just a game manager.
Yeah.
He was a Jared Goff. But he's spoken at a higher degree than that, so he's overrated.
Listen, man, one thing you will never, ever hear in your life is me defend anybody who played for the Cowboys or went to Duke. And I mean, Aikman fits one of those criteria. No, he went to I think UCLA or something.
Yes, you're right.
But yeah, I'm not defending. I will never stick up for any Cowboy ever. But I don't think he's overrated. I'll just leave it at that.
He's spoken more than a game manager, and therefore he's overrated.
Amen. I won't defend him. Guarantee you that. That's
Boss on Center of the chat. He's Travis Thomas. I'm George Bilecki. This is coming to you guys from the PNC Bank Studio. We'll have one more episode dropping this week. We'll see you guys then. Wherever you're listening, Spotify, Apple, Amazon Prime, please like, subscribe, rate, review wherever you're watching. Nesson YouTube, Nesson on Twitch. Hit the subscribe button as well. 617-790-0928 to leave us a voicemail or the chat at Nesson.com to send us an email with any question you want answered. on any subject. He's Double T. I'm GB. We'll see you guys next time. Later.